Hi everybody, I'm Trin Johnson and welcome to Dust in My Eye. Today I am going to try and paint our World Watercolor Month challenge word for the day prompt, which is olive. And I have this lovely picture of olives from, I think it's Pixabay. And anyway, I am going to try and do it real quick. If you may or may not be able to tell, I have not the best lighting right now because our electricity went out. So I am going to do my best to keep it quick and see if I can get something I like here. So I'll throw the picture up in the corner and I am going to wet the page over here kind of all around, and I'm just going to get in some background color. It's very out of focus and I'm going to try and keep that way. I do think I'm going to clip my corners here though. Just easier that way. Some green paint on me already. All right, so let me take this guy and I want a really gray color. Now everything I put on here is going to dry much lighter than what I have because that is just the nature of watercolor. So I'm not worried about covering up my lines too much because I should still be able to see them for the most part. Just want to drop some dark along the edge here. And I'm going to get a little green in the middle here. A murky kind of green. And then it moves into more of a olive green. And some really bright green too. Now in this part of the painting, there's not much else going on other than the greens. So I want to make sure there's something there to look at. Although I don't want the focus over there, so. And around this, I'll see, gotta get all the color out first. Around this guy, there's kind of a light spot. So I'm gonna just lighten that up a little bit. My green's a little too yellow. Okay, we're just gonna let that dry. Might help it a little bit with a hairdryer here. Oh, I will not be helping it with a hairdryer here. I'm going to turn my lights off to save the battery. And I will be back. Okay, I'm back and it's pretty dry for the most part, dry enough. And I'm gonna quickly get some of these leaves in here. Bigger ones. Things are not going to be exact, but I'm not that kind of a person, so I don't care if they're exact. I'm not that kind of a girl. Life is definitely not exact. Especially right now when we are without power, like a lot of the Metro Detroit area is without power. We just had some really nasty storms blow through here. There's one through there. Okay. That's good enough. And then we're going to work on our little olivey guys real quick. Black olives are one of those things you either love them or you hate them. I love them. I think that's pretty good for our olives for now. And then I'm going to get in my olive branches. I'll get a bigger brush than what I was using to mix up my color. Use some, what is this? Raw umber. A little yellow ochre. And put in there. Okay. And I'm going to want some sepia too. A little neutral tint in it. Try and get it a little dark for the knots. All right. Not sure which size brush I want for this. I might try this a little bit bigger liner brush than what I was thinking originally. Just see if we can get some of these branches in. Had my brush held a little oddly there. Again, I am not wedded to this picture, so just want an approximation. And I want a bit of the dark. And drop that in where the joints are. It seems like there's little knots on these branches. I would give this a dry over here. I'm just going to do that. So it's a little more interesting because I can't dry anything right now. And I just hope that your lighting is good enough to get something out of this, because that's what I got. Just a little of a yellow ochre here. Okay. Now the last thing I would like to do is get the little drops of water. And I'm not sure if I can do this right now with it still wet. So I'm going to try. Supposed to be a little twig over here. Oh, that was not right. Let's see if I can get my water drop. Get a twig. Okay. And then how to do this? Let's try and get some contrast. See if that'll give me enough of a look for the so you can see the, that was not white. So you can see the white little drop of water underneath. Not sure how. Effective that's going to be, but we'll try. Might have to wait for that to dry a little bit. I am going to get a little bit of white and try and see if that can give us that drop of water look. I've got a little bit of Copic white. easier to see the drops when there's something contrasting behind it. So I'm going to put them where I think they'll show up the most, not necessarily where they are. And I'm not trying to do a whole bunch. A little bit of the dewdrops. Just a little bit on the leaves. Okay. Now let's see if we can get a little darker areas on the I was going to say grapes on the olives. Okay, that's nice. And I'd like to do the same thing with the green. With the leaves. Alrighty. And now, just for fun, I am going to do some splattering because I think it'd be nice if there were hints of grapes in the background. Let's see if I can get this set up right. One of these days, I'm going to remember to block off the white part of my paper in this book, but oh well. I'll get a bigger one. Okay. Now, I'm going to just muffle some of that. And usually find I can get most of the color off when I do things like this. Everybody is out of power over here right now. It's not looking really good to getting our power back. And we are trying to go somewhere for the weekend, leaving my daughter with no power. Feels kind of mean. Okay, oh, I think that's good enough for our World Watercolor Month study. So thanks for watching, and please give it a like, and if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and if you want to be notified, hit the little bell. And you can buy me a coffee now. That's in my description below the video. And please check out my Etsy shop where I have my monsters for sale and prints of my artwork and a few other little goodies, little metal tins, and just feel free to check it out. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.